We're here at the RV Super Show having a great day. In fact, by the end of the day, this place is so big, everybody's going to be Bush.
You don't know what I got.
Baby, I got your number. Oh, and I know that you got mine.
I'd start singing with you, but that would clear everybody out.
Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny, be good. Play it, Jaybird.
Welcome to the RV Show!
Whew. We just got back from the 2023 Florida RV Super Show. First time we've ever gone, and man, what a great experience. We wanted to kind of share that with y'all and just tell you about what we did, what we learned, things that we saw and the fun that we had. Yeah, hopefully we can impart some tips and tricks to you guys if you decide you wanted to go as well. So I guess first and foremost, we were fortunate to be part of the Alliance RV Owners Rally that was there. So we had 10 of us together, and we actually worked in the Alliance Owners booth. And so it's one of the only companies that actually had owners come in and actually have their perspective for prospective buyers as well.
We were just invited to come and answer questions for anybody who might be interested in purchasing an Alliance. And honestly, I think owners' firsthand experience is by far the best information. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could talk to salespeople, but talking to owners, and and we were, we shot straight. We told them, good, bad, and the ugly, mostly good. And I think it was a great experience. And we think actually one of our subscribers actually purchased an Alliance as well. So, and you know who you are. Anyway. And we weren't the only ones. There were many owners there that were happy to help share their experiences. Yeah, it was great. So we actually sort of boondocked. They had 30 amp power for us. We had no water and we had no sewer. So Pam and I had to bring water in. Our Alliance actually holds 98 gallons of fresh water, and I was super scared about actually hauling 98 gallons of fresh water about an hour and a half from the Orlando area down to Tampa. So we took 40 gallons, and we were sort of the joke of the group because people are like, if you need water, just come see us because we have a full tank. Every other rig filled their freshwater tank full except for us. Yeah, and but we actually had 2.5 gallons left the day we left. We emptied it into a bucket. You can kind of see the video up here. And that was great. Now, a couple tips and tricks that we'll show you to actually preserve that water, like for heating up the shower, we would put water into a bucket first while it was waiting to heat up, and then we'd use that water as well as, I guess, dishwater that you use to wash dishes. I just used a giant bowl in addition to my little, soapy bin wash, rinse, and then all of the rinse water we would just save and use it in the toilet, which was perfect. Yeah, we'd use that to fill the toilet back up after we used it. So a couple tips and tricks. So anyway, great experience with that. And if we had stayed one more day, that may have been a problem with water, but we were actually pretty good. So let's give you some of the top 5, I guess, not really kind of some fun facts of the RV Super Show. So 400 separate suppliers, 40 RV manufacturers, 3,500 rigs is what I heard. And it was huge. We didn't see them all, but it kind of felt like it. My feet kind of feel like we saw them all. I think we don't have an attendance count for this year, but I think last year they said it was over 80,000 people that attended. So we didn't get to meet all 80,000 this year, but we got to meet quite a bit of people. So definitely a lot of fun. Very big show, and it was great. So we thought we would do is we would share 5 of our favorite things, not in any really particular order, things that we found that just truly were our favorite things about the show. And so in no particular order. Probably meeting just so many like-minded people who are experiencing the same sort of lifestyle that we are. They may not be full-time, they could be part-time, but just getting to interact with people like that it was really a great experience for us.
Yeah, I mean, sharing our stories, hearing their stories, and we always think that these things happen to us and don't happen to other people, and by far it does. And quite frankly, knock on wood, not as many bad things have happened to us as happened to other people. So we're hoping that's a good streak.
One kind of experience that was just tons of fun is because we were part of a rally group and stayed on the fairgrounds property. We had a campfire each night. We all of us guys sat around at the campfire and shared stories, and it was quite interesting to hear some of the stories people had.
Well, number two had to be just the sheer amount of rigs. With 3,500 rigs, you could see almost anything from a teardrop camper to a multi-million-dollar Class A, travel trailers, fifth wheels, diesel pushers, small C's, super C's, B's, everything, and it was amazing. But I know Pam had a couple favorites she'd like to discuss.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't enjoy getting on a $2.4 million bus? And
probably the person that only has $800,000 left to their name, if even that much.
No, it was really cool. Like you said, you got to explore everything from like teardrop campers, pop-up campers, and not to mention all the accessories go along with the whole camping experience.
Yeah. Fort Travel and Newell, if you're listening, maybe a brand ambassador in our lifetime. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's take it to the next one. Number three was, and as you can see by the video, there were just many street entertainment vendors, and that was just kind of cool. As most of you know, I'm a drummer, and I guess probably my favorite one was the guy who played guitar, sang, had a bass drum, had a hi-hat, he had tambourine, he had everything, and I can't fathom being able to play something that
and being able to walk at the same time.
And walk at the same time. I can play drums, but I can't walk and play drums at the same time. Number four, we met a number of really large YouTube channels that we have followed for many years and have given us the inspiration to do this. And so Tom from EnjoyTheJourney.life, Finding Our Someday, Corey, Jess, we didn't get a chance to meet you, but Corey, Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, Wayward Wags, Endless RVing.
Gosh, Grateful Glamper.
Yeah, Grateful Glamper.
Just so many of them. And I know we're just kind of a nobody, but it was kind of fun to see those people who probably felt the same way that we do now.
Years ago. Yeah.
But, or at least we hope.
And we had a special guest come to our camper, Tom from EnjoyTheJourney.life. We'll put a little picture up here. And just what a great guy. And, he and Cherie, we didn't get a chance to meet Cherie. And Cherie, if you're listening or seeing this, we'd love a chance to meet you in the future. But just great people. And the education that he imparted to us, not only just with RVing, but just YouTube and content creation and, what's important, what viewers are looking for. I think we took a lot away from that. And so thanks, Tom, for spending the time with us. And for those of you watching, there may or may not be something in the works there, so we'll have to keep that a secret until that comes out. And certainly, I said this was no particular order, but this is clearly the number one thing that we found, and that was subscribers like you that found us. And just amazing. When you make these videos and you put them out there for the public to see, and you get comments and engagement back, it's just a name or a couple names, and you really don't know the people. And you don't know what impact that you're making to those people. And for those of you that came up to us and recognized us and chatted with us, thank you so much, not only for following, but introducing yourself. And I don't know about you, Pam, but I was extremely humbled knowing that our content actually is impactful to people and helps them maybe take their mind off of things or maybe some educational things. So thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, or maybe we offer some ideas of places to go, things to do that you didn't know about previously. So thank you all. It was just so much fun meeting those that we did, and hopefully we'll get to meet more of you along the road.
Yeah, hopefully we see you on the road, and hopefully it looks like we'll be back probably next year to the Tampa show. So hopefully if you're back there, not only yourselves but others that may join our journey as well, then we'd love to meet you as well. I'm going to throw a bonus one there just because, 5 is, where do you draw the line? But I'm going to throw a bonus favorite thing in there, and that was, I love gyros. I love good Greek gyros. and there was one right by, not too far from the Alliance booth, and we passed by it every day, and I was like, my gosh, I've got to get one of these. But we sort of resisted because our camper was parked with the Alliance group so close to the entrance that it was easy for us to go back and just, make some lunch and save some money, because the food was not inexpensive there. I would say that. I mean, we heard somebody that said they spent, $44 for 2 hamburgers,
Yikes.
2 fries, and 2 waters.
Which, keep in mind, if you've not been and you're thinking about going in the future, and I know some people have asked about food, and they have tons of vendors on property, so there's plenty to choose from.
Yeah, so back to the gyro. Again, I love gyro. I like lamb. Pam's not, she doesn't really like lamb, but she'll eat it occasionally. But I got to tell you, that $15 gyro was probably the best $15 gyro I've ever had. It's probably because it's the only one I've ever paid as much as $15 for, but it was definitely worth it, and I'm glad we got a chance to try it.
Yeah, so some things that we learned this year, being our first experience to go to the Super Show in Tampa. Number 1, wear comfortable shoes. Number 2, although we were there for the entire duration of the show, I think you would need at least 1 full day and probably a second day to really feel like you've covered all the ground, unless you have a specific, rig you're wanting to see, and then could care less about the others. But
yeah, if you've been there before, then you sort of have to go in with a purpose, and Pam and I really did, and we wanted to see a lot, and it can be overwhelming if you don't really kind of go in with a plan and a purpose on that. So you definitely take advantage of that, because we were there for not only the time of the show. We were fortunate enough to go in on the media day, or industry day as they call it, to really kind of tour before the general public goes in, and that's because of you, the subscribers. You have to hit certain thresholds to be allowed to go do that, and it was nice to be able to do that. Obviously nice with people, but it was nice to be able to get some time and do that. So we're really not going to do a lot of RV reviews. This video is more about just the sights and sounds of the Tampa show if you hadn't been there. So let's take it to the Tampa show. Yesterday was really officially day 1. So what would that make today?
officially day 2.
Officially day 2.
I have a question that's been just really bugging me for a long time. I'm about to get an answer.
Hey, how are you doing?
Probably a silly question.
Okay.
But what is the correct pronunciation?
Prevo. So it's a French-Canadian company. So you have a French-Canadian pronunciation. Prevo.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about you. Yeah. Sorry, just go branch out. 1, 2, 3.
So all in all, what's the verdict?
Oh, it was an amazing first-time experience with us, and we're already planning to go next year.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see you there.